know that I'm different. Self-motivated, self-disciplined. Yeah, I learned from my experience. I just want someone.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode from Boyz, man. I'm your host, Terry, Mr. King, and welcome back to another episode of the Sacred Edition of From Boyz to Men. I got some more castmates on today, and yes, this is the Brooks family. Lord, these are the lovely ladies of the Brooks family. You know, the queens of the Brooks family. You know, married in, born in, or so-called in. I don't know what we're gonna say, but I'm gonna allow them to introduce themselves. So I'm gonna shut up. I got 3 queens in the building, so.
Let's do it. Okay, well, I am Erica Brooks. I am married to their brother. Yeah, so, we'll find out today if they accept me. But I'm married to their brother. I'm in the Brooks family. I'm married in, I'm Carla Robnett, to those out there in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this will be interesting.
Well, I am Sophia Steen, first of all, and secondly, I be played and Miss Dr. Sophia Brooks.
Yes.
I am that Brooks. That's really my story. I'm that one,
Yeah,
and I'm just like my daddy in every way, in every form and fashion. And I'm the apple of my daddy's eye, and I can do no wrong, even when I am wrong.
It's so crazy. He said that Zach. Oh no.
That's my daddy.
Yeah.
Okay, I am
The redheaded stepchild of the family.
whatever. I'm Dr. Naomi Brooks, the baby of the family, also known as in the world Lamonica Lewis. I am Dr. Brooks's baby sister.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dang, hey.
Questionable.
And see, I got 3 queens in here. Hey, and they, outside of just acting, they just do so much and everything as well, too. But, man, I'm going to give them a chance to tell y'all about everything they do. Miss Sophia, you want to start first? Because, hey, I ain't lying. Hey, y'all said, look, we in the presence of greatness right now.
I really don't have a lot going on.
Hold up now. She's lying to y'all. She's being humble. She got a lot going on. This is Miss Sophia. Hey, y'all, look up the name. Go to Apple Music. Look up her name. I'm just saying.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. As I said earlier, my name is Sophia Steen. On my music side of the house, I'm known as Double S Music. I am a national recording artist, as well as I am a striving actress, and one of the stars of Sacred. I teach the Actors Core classes, as well as I'm a part of the group. So we have classes on Tuesday, Thursday nights that we instruct and to get people ready for set life. So we've had a little bit of a hand in some of the actors and the people that you've interviewed already.
Me too.
So other than that, I'm a wife. I'm a mother to 2 dogs, and they're just like children.
What kind of dogs are they?
I have a Jack Russell, and I have a Pomeranian.
Ain't that a little small dog?
Jack's is kind of medium size. He's not that small. My Pomeranian's pretty small. He's 3 pounds, 5 pounds.
Don't you say you can just lose it anytime? Maybe say
I lose him all the time. I leave him outside.
That's
I mean, it just happens.
Dog abuse.
It just happens. I mean, I have a fenced-in yard. It just happens.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't come in. My bad. But other than that, I mean, I'm a family. I'm a child of God first before any of all of that, and mainly, and I'm just happy that God allowed me to do some of the things that I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
This is great.
Sure, why
Oh,
not?
hey, I guess we're gonna leave the baby for last. You know, she's a
Why not,
baby.
right?
She's a baby.
Right. Well, I live and work in the community here in Pensacola. I've raised 2 boys. One just going off to college on basketball scholarship. The other one is in college, and he's also in the Air Force. So I sell insurance. I work as an adjuster in insurance. I'm all over the insurance world. So
I might even talk to you about my life insurance policy.
hey, hit me up. Everybody needs to do that.
Yeah.
We gotta have that. It's a part of life. Other than that, I've kind of been in this entertainment thing for a little while. I do since age of 16, I started with Leroy Williams and Picard. Everybody should know Leroy Williams when Picard shows.
I'm surprised.
So,
Look, that's
yeah.
my cousin.
That's your cousin?
So I was,
Shouts out to Leroy.
Yeah,
Seriously.
very much so. I started with Leroy.
Yeah, shouts out to Leroy. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and look, I was running into him. I worked at the Wahoo Stadium, where they still at right now.
Yeah.
And he was asking about the project. He's like, y'all know Miss Sophia in there? I was like, how you know? I ain't never asked because I was just, we had to be
Everyone
close.
has a starting
Yeah.
place, right? You
Exactly.
have to start somewhere, and he was the starting place for a lot of people.
Absolutely. He opened that door.
Boogie,
He
Woogie,
opened that
Reach.
door.
Yeah, Boogie Woogie Preacher, yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it has to start somewhere, and then of course you level up
Yeah.
and you learn different crafts. And his was more of the stage, so we have that stage under our belt. And
Absolutely.
now we have TV, which has been granted by the vessels of El Rico. So
Amen.
everyone has a leg up. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
that's where it started.
Thankful for people like Leroy and El Rico because a lot of people have dreams and aspirations to do things, and when you live in an area like Pensacola, it just becomes something that you envision. So people like them who actually take that step forward and allow us to be able to have a piece of this is you can't ask for more. It's an amazing venture. It's been fun too. On set has been so much fun.
Yeah.
Definitely gotta talk about that. But other than that,
Food was
that's
good
my
too.
life.
The apples. The apples was good. But nah, funny about he still bring out the Boogie Wood Preacher at all our family reunions. So
Of course. That character will never
never
die.
you never
I
die.
would say my son was young when the Boogie Woogie Preacher came out, and he was absolutely scared.
I was too.
I mean, it wasn't.
It wasn't, hey, because you see Medea.
different.
You see Medea doing Medea.
Right.
And the Boogie Wood Preacher was more like,
Yeah, because Leroy would go around to the churches, marketing the Boogie Woogie Preacher. My son was like, nope, I'm not going to see.
matter of fact, his character, I don't know if y'all watched cartoons back in the day, Proud Family movie.
Yeah.
The dude that was the peanut and everything, the way he's shaping everything, it's kind of
Kind
puts in
of.
mind of the Boogie
That
Woogie
is
Preacher.
I can
But
see- I can
everyone
see that.
passed the baton to somebody some kind of way. Like
Yeah.
everyone has to glean off of somebody in some kind of way. If you look at music, starting way back in the day when they were just skitting and scatting, all people still all of that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
It gleans on each other. So
Yeah.
none of it really. It all connects to each other. So Leroy helping us on this side connects this side, and then the next step connects that side. So
About
That's
what
true.
see, get in contact with the right people. It's about who you know.
absolutely,
It's about who you know.
absolutely.
Oh, but we forgot about the baby.
No, I'm letting y'all talk about
I
the
just jumped in with talking about
Listen.
Right,
But
yeah,
still-
sorry. We gotta give credit
Right.
where credit's due.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm
Hey,
here.
good luck.
So
Yeah.
hey y'all.
Hey, she just like a character.
This
Too much.
this was my start. El Rico was my start. Sacred was my first audition for anything. I did a lot of modeling and pictures. You need a picture? I'm your girl. I'll take a mean picture. So yeah, that's my story. This is my start.
See, from this, you also been able to land a couple of other
Oh, I
roles.
did. Yes, I landed a role in a short film called Snapped, playing Dr. Reverend Deidre Baker.
Dr. Reverend.
Yes,
Okay.
Dr. Reverend.
So you're a doctor
Interesting.
and a pastor.
Yeah.
From the
Are you-
pole to the pole.
Oh, here we go.
That's a story for you right there. Somebody take that from the pole to the pole and do
That's
something
it.
with it.
Hey, matter of fact, they kind of like P Valley because the mama on P Valley, she was a stripper too. I realized that she a preacher now, and she one of them.
just evil.
Hey,
Yeah.
look,
horrible.
look, you got- she went from a
God,
stripper,
very y'all.
she went from a stripper to a preacher to male. But you following her footsteps. I see you. No.
I'm just doing what I gotta do to get to where I need to be.
There you go.
And you'll see that in the movie.
Oh yeah. Oh, matter of fact, let's get into that part. Sacred. I don't got no scenes with these ladies, so I don't know how it is with their chemistry. Doing scenes together, just building that bond of sisterly love. And sisterly hate. I don't know, but I'll let y'all talk about that. How was that? Feeding off each other. Because if you seen the trailer, it get kind of heated on a lot of parts. I ain't gonna say nothing, but hey.
You gonna start?
Well, contrary to what we play on film,
Yeah.
I think it's important to let people know that we really do have a very close relationship. in aspects of what we do on film. And I think it just plays to how our acting ability, that we can switch on and switch off and be true to the off, you know what I'm saying? Versus, you know, because that's not us.
Right.
But yes, our characters do not like each other.
At all.
And I think it's because there's that jealousy, the factor that I'm the daughter, so where are you coming from? And, you know, that type of thing.
And from my aspect, is I didn't ask to be here.
Ooh.
I'm just here.
Ooh.
And
But-
from my aspect, that's where you can lead.
Ooh.
But
Door swings both ways.
the thing with, I think the rift between Dr. Naomi and Dr. Sophia, they are very similar. So they clash. And in a lot of ways, Dr. Naomi is trying to live up to Dr. Sophia.
So you kinda admire her.
She
You admire
she
her.
wants her big sister's approval.
And
But her
then-
big sister is like, you ain't even my real sister.
See, my real sister, I want her approval all the time, but she don't never. See, Shakira, see what? See, this is like those relationship can look.
Yeah.
No, 'cause I can relate that in real life.
But you never know. I mean, it could switch where we could be working together. You never know what.
Yeah.
You never
What's to
know
come.
where things go. It could
Yeah.
be
Right.
that, you know, we got to turn that off so we can work
Mhm.
together and take care of some stuff, you know, because ultimately at the end of the day, we are Brooks. Whether I believe she's my sister or not.
She got the last name. She still
If
gets
That's right. And she's big.
if he's giving her that last name, she is a Brooks. So ultimately, we may have to work together. You never know. Stay
You never
tuned.
know.
You
You
never
never
know. I may have to work with this one, but for right now,
We don't like each other.
I'm not really feeling it.
How is it, you know, being married into the family? You see all this controversy on this. I had your son already was on the one that plays your son.
Oh,
I can't. How was it?
Hawata.
Hawata. I ain't want to mess it up. I ain't want to butcher nothing. But yeah, they came on, kind of gave me the background of that part. And I ain't gonna say who else was on it. Well, as character wise, I'm like, ooh, is that my mama? Dude, Stone Cold Stunner.
Right.
But being married into the Brooks family
Right.
like that.
You know, my character is so overcome by her husband right now. So getting involved in the Brooks drama for my character does not reveal itself right now. You know, it's more of my character being just in a position of being there for the husband and figuring out the relationship and the things that are going on in the relationship. And, you know, so far I haven't had to have a rift with my sister-in-laws.
Like, hey, the time may
So-
come, they need to bring you in.
Yeah. But it's very noticeable, you know, it's noticeable. I have a role in helping my husband, you know, stay out of certain things when it comes to his siblings and those particulars. So I definitely notice it. So yeah, it's interesting,
So you the
and
voice of
I know
reason.
that'll evolve as well. That'll evolve as well in time to come.
I have no idea.
Yeah. We'll
What?
to come,
To come. Ooh.
to be continued.
I'm about to say, they're laughing them.
Yeah.
Ooh. So you.
I'm excited to see that character develop and blossom into you will see.
I can tell you that laughter though, but I'll tell you what I was laughing at, because in my mind as Dr. Brooks,
Yeah.
I'm laughing at her because that's my favorite brother.
Right.
That's
Who's the oldest?
my favorite. I am the oldest.
Oh, so you the oldest.
That's my favorite brother. So my brother he does know what.
Wrong.
He's not gonna do anything.
So I'm the one over
right. And to Erica, he does no
Idiot.
wrong right now either.
Right. But I'm gonna let you ride.
Right.
Ooh,
To
Lord.
Erica, she just wants that approval from him. That's her position right
So
now.
basically, your character is basically a full
Oblivious.
submissive wife that really
Right.
just,
Very oblivious.
We don't even have a
And
scene
what's
together
reason?
yet.
No,
yeah,
no,
so,
we don't.
Yeah, so
We
we're,
don't have a scene.
our chemistry is not even there yet. But as far as like we have chemistry, but I mean, as far as like scene work,
Yeah.
we haven't done that yet
Interactions.
because her character has not evolved to that
Right.
yet.
Yeah.
I'm almost afraid to see what'll happen because again, that's my favorite brother.
Right.
And you know,
Oh,
you know, the story has to evolve at some point, right?
Right.
She's got to either go left or go right.
Right.
Got to.
Right.
And I feel like people gonna have to meet and clash.
Yeah.
You know, with all these different stories that go on, it's like a lot of these people paths got to cross somehow, some way,
They do.
and it's just like
Yeah.
When I say a dude, from your little younger brother to your younger sister to the marriages, it's like
2 younger brothers.
two
Dr.
young-
Dante and Dr.
two
Charles.
younger
Oh,
brothers.
yeah.
I don't know how you like the other brother because you know you just said
That's my favorite brother.
Oh.
Don't get that
So
twisted.
listen, look,
The siblings are divided.
Very much so.
It's me and Dr.
The
Dante,
oldest ones,
the oldest ones, yeah.
Funny about it, that's how my real family is. Like my grandma, they had 9 siblings. So it was like the first 5, they grew up on the east side, and before they moved to the country, they said, oh, this is my group of brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
And then the younger ones, younger folk, they like, dang. So ooh, y'all.
I just don't know who she is. So I'm just like, why is she here?
She knows who I
And
am.
not getting any explanation because my father being who he is.
Yeah.
You don't question him. You don't ask too many questions.
Yeah.
You just take whatever answer you're given and you have to really go and research and decipher for yourself, which could get you in trouble. So you have to be careful with your self-research.
Yeah, I almost got stabbed on
You just have to
set.
be careful.
I almost got
So,
stabbed in
it's the fear of the unknown because I'm like, I don't really know who this chick is and he's not telling me anything and I know I better not scoop around too much. And let him think I'm,
Right.
But I feel like with you, because doing my interview with Mr. Darren Bird, Dr. Darren Brooks, kind of let me know, like, you can't do no wrong. Even if you probably goes new, he probably let you know more stuff than everybody else. Even,
maybe.
yeah,
Maybe.
I ain't gonna lie, I got kind of terrified when he was looking at me.
You have to understand that in so Dr. Sophia Brooks' mind, she's not scared of him.
Yeah. Like, y'all
And that's
equals.
not everyone else's position. Everyone else's position is of
Scared of him.
fear. I don't have a position of fear. I feel like I'm right next to him.
Yeah,
I don't feel like I'm here.
Mm.
So that may have to evolve. You never know.
We will
You never
evolve,
know.
and then we will see what
But
happens
at this
with that
point-
evolving.
He's like, I'm good.
Woman king, what you say?
Yeah.
What you say? Woman king.
Hey.
Place it on there. Let's keep it moving.
Somebody gonna get knocked down, so we just gonna see which sibling.
You know, they say if you fall down 7 times, you get back up 8, you still good, right? So you can knock me down many times you want to.
You can't
I'm like
stop
that
me.
little bozo
We gonna
thing. You
see.
hit it, it just flat right back up. What?
We shall see.
You're going to be fighting for a long
We
time.
are.
This is why they do so well on camera.
Uh,
Fighting for a very long time.
Because they keep it rolling.
and look,
Yeah.
it's this entertainment all the way around.
All the way around.
And,
It was so much fun on set because of this.
yeah.
Like they stayed in character a lot of it, and it made it a
On
really
set,
fun
we were in
experience.
character.
Oh, you trust me, especially when we was shooting the repass and everything. I couldn't tell. I was scared to go by you.
My thing was this.
I didn't even
If
sit
you've
with the
been-
family.
If you've been through
Exactly.
any class that
Yeah.
Favor and I have taught,
Stay.
if you've ever been through a class,
Yup.
you know that when you come to set, it's to stay in character.
You know.
So us doing that was not weird. It was just what we do.
And I knew
And
you
it
about
was
that.
almost like setting the tone
Yeah.
for the rest of the cast because we had to take that role. You know, here we are teaching the class.
Yeah.
We have to make sure that we do what we teach. So
And then even with the role of Dr. Naomi, I had to really get into the mindset of you have siblings that don't like you. You have a father that does not like you. So I have to, that you can't turn it on and off.
Yeah, you gotta
You
keep that.
have to
Stay in that.
really zone in into that. So I think that was it was challenging, but it was effective for me.
And even with your character, you really stayed in yours too, because how you interacted with their brother and everything, or just
Yeah.
and I mean that's hard because he's not local, so you have to do a lot of
Yeah.
Zooms and
Yeah,
FaceTime.
we did. We connected, I think through maybe Messenger, and got to know each other. And we had a lot of phone calls just getting comfortable with each other because we didn't have the opportunity to be around each other in person.
Yeah.
So, that it did help too because, husband and wife, you have to have a comfort with each other, natural comfort. So, Ryan, shout out to you, Ryan. He's a great person. I mean, he helped my character a lot you know, because he played that role. He came for me, like he did. He helped me to really develop like just a certain amount of fear and admiration for him at the same time, if that works. So, but yeah, he's a great actor.
I was gonna say like, ooh, let him look a little. I can slide in the Brooks family some way somehow. I'm gonna get my character. I was just thinking that. Yeah.
You're not getting it.
Hey, Luke is. Hey, I feel Luke is gonna weasel his way in somehow.
The only way you would get in is through me.
Hey,
That's the only way.
hey.
Well, you better know it. I'm stacked on my side.
Well, either way, she leaves the Brooke family and come join the Luke family. You know?
Oh, okay.
No.
It's
She
based
said
on,
no.
That's about what we were gonna be anyway, right?
No.
hey, but look, her character's a stripper. I got some character. I can do it. I can get in that family technically.
First of all, I'm doing that to pay for medical school.
Technically.
Well, hey, why ain't your daddy paying for medical? He owns the
That's
house.
the reason why I keep saying. That is the reason why I keep saying she can't be our sister. I have not lifted a finger to pay for a thing in life.
No.
Why is he not paying for her school?
Naomi does not want his money.
now,
She can have his love.
that's-
She
that's-
can't
she
want
Oh,
his money.
that's what you're saying?
Yes.
That's what you're telling yourself
Yes.
in your character. That's what your character telling himself.
Got it.
Yeah.
Everybody else say bullshit, but we're gonna leave it right there.
I'm just saying we're gonna leave it right there. Y'all just stay tuned
That's it.
because I just feel like she's
We'll see.
so delusional.
We'll see.
Cause all ain't adding up.
I don't work in the psych ward.
Never.
I don't work in the psych.
So if I get in Bruce family, so I have some way you gotta go through her. I'm taking one
That's
out.
gonna be the only way you get in the
The
Brooks
only
family,
Hey.
And that's not happening.
or go to the 4th floor.
Look at that.
Wait, what's on the floor?
We don't
Gotta
know.
watch.
Oh yeah, matter of fact, a lot of y'all scenes took place in the hospital. And I heard it was, I know it's haunted. How was that? Do you see
I don't
those?
believe in hauntings.
Ghosts,
I don't believe in ghosts.
spirits.
I don't believe in spirits. So I didn't experience any of that.
Yeah.
Now I did hear other cast members experience something, but they went
Looking.
looking
Oh,
for it. They
I heard
went
about-
playing around in the elevators
Yeah.
and things like
Yeah.
that. So if you went looking for it and your mind was looking for it, you
Yeah.
would have found it.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't get that just from it.
I would have blessed my whole.
I just came in, did my thing, and went
Yeah.
home. I didn't get that from it.
I would have.
Yeah.
In the name of the Father, Son, Holy-
Right.
No, well, I'm armored up all the time. You know, I kind of put that armor on daily. So when I woke up that morning, I was pretty good.
There you go.
And I walked in, I was like, no, I'm not getting that feeling. So I'm
Right.
not sure what
I
y'all
was
was
fine.
talking about. Yeah.
We had a good time doing with Lamonica and I. We kind of walked around reading the history
Yeah, we did.
of the
place?
actual. Yeah. So
They
we
have,
got
like,
into
historical facts.
the history part of
They
it.
have all
'cause-
kinds of stuff
I
on
know,
Yeah.
but
artifacts that they've dug up in the ground from like certain
Yeah.
areas.
So we wanted to
we're
explore
black.
that.
We don't do that. We don't look up stuff. We stay away from.
It was on display.
And you know what?
Oh,
That's what's
we
wrong.
were into
That's
it.
what's
Yes, we
wrong
were.
with
I'm not
that
going to
now.
think about it. I ain't going in
We
the
were-
woods at night. I ain't going in the woods, period. Even though I live in
Oh, we
the
didn't
woods.
do that.
But look,
Yeah, we didn't do that. They
We
told us
tried all
not
of
to do
that,
that.
I know I see the people seeing stuff in the building. I'm just going to avoid that building. I'm like, ooh, yeah.
Well, you know, that's your mindset. You
Yeah.
have to really consider your thought
Right,
process.
yeah.
And my thought process was, I'm finna go ahead and shoot this film
Yeah.
because I'm finna get my best work. I'm finna get 150%. And at the end of the day, when they say, we done, I'm going
Yeah.
home.
Yes.
And I still want to experience a ghost, a spirit,
Yeah.
or whatever you
Whatever.
want to call it. I'm going home, so.
I'm just glad
But yeah, some
I'm
people said they had that experience, but
glad
Yeah.
it wasn't. I'm glad I didn't have to go over there.
yeah.
Luke gonna get shot in, do we? He ain't gotta go to the hospital.
I don't know.
We don't know.
Don't know.
I'm gonna be chained. I'm gonna get my cross in there.
Never know.
Coming.
Never know.
But
But I will say this real quick, and I wanted to make sure that I say this because I didn't, not that I'm not necessarily hearing it, but I want to make sure that people understand that the vision to have something this big,
yeah.
it's really big, right? Okay,
Right.
so when God talks to you and tells you that He wants you to do something, it's easy for us to hear it. Absolutely easy because we all can hear, and we can hear Him when He says to do something. But it is 150,000% when you listen to Him and actually do what He says do that makes the difference.
Yeah.
So I just want to thank El Rico for being the vessel
Yes.
to listen to God, one. Two, and do what he said do. And then have the faith enough to know that it's going to come through, even through whatever it is that you're going through. I just want to thank all of that because, you have to make sure you keep the visionary in the process.
Yeah.
We all, it's great to be out there. We're on the billboard. That's great. But we still need to pray for the project, pray for the visionary, pray for the city because, again, there's so many people and things around it that don't want it to come into play. So you have to make sure you stay prayed up. And that's on a real tip. So you got to make sure that we stay prayed up because the project, it is. Yeah. People are seeing stuff that they've never seen before, so they don't know how to take it.
And a lot of people, when they get the change, they it's like, no, we
right.
want to stay the same.
Right. We don't want to move. We want to stay right where we are. Right.
Because being here in the city, from the city, we hear the history of this city and how certain things run in this city.
But it's different day now.
Yeah, different day.
It's a whole different day now. When I'm seeing stuff like I'm seeing right now, it's a whole different day. You can't even tell.
I told every
shot is called. Shots fired. There are shots. Yeah.
Because I believe every episode I talked about, I said, man, like a renaissance happening in the city, like all art form, street arts, like down the parking lot downtown, the just all the arts, the seeing the theater more, I think it's coming back up. Even this, like I said, Mr. Ulrika really kicking down the door to pave the way for more to coming after him. Yeah. And like, it's just so great to see it because being from it, we always heard the same thing. You really want to do this, you gotta pack up, leave, and boom. And this is a man that stayed put in his faith and stayed put where he needed to be stayed put at to create something that a lot of people thought could never happen.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I said, faith of the mother seed.
Yeah.
Very
Boom.
little.
And
That's all you need.
look, and
that's all you need.
I'm just grateful for the opportunity.
Right.
Cause
Yeah.
When you have y'all don't understand the spirit of Mr. Ulrika. He see more than you can. Half time you only see it in yourself. You may be going through your little
That's true.
battles and stuff. He won't never force you to pull you this way, like when you're trying to step away a little bit to figure out your stuff. But you stay there and be like, hey man, you need me. What's going on? He's that person that you need an ear to talk to. He's that person.
Yeah.
He always, the door's always open to him to give you opportunity. You just got to take the opportunity and get it. Because if you miss it,
that's on you.
That's on you.
Yep.
I was this close to missing it.
When I say shame on you if you didn't ride the trains.
Yeah.
Shame on you if you did not help Peter get across that water. Shame on you if you looked down and missed the opportunity because now the boat is gone.
Oh yeah.
And I do not feel bad whatsoever to look back at the shore and pull my little wave because the opportunity, like you said, the opportunity was extended so far out to so many people.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you turned it away,
that's on you.
that's all on you.
Look, I was like Titanic, when Jack almost missed the boat. I'm Jack. I'm trying to jump on the boat.
Running on the boat, right. We just got our ticket from a card game, right? We're running to the boat.
And the thing too, opportunities, they don't come every day.
No.
So when they do come, jump on it.
You don't take them lightly.
No.
At all.
Don't take them lightly.
At all.
Yeah, because look, I wasn't supposed to be at that callback. He gave me the opportunity because I was going, me and my friends had planned a trip to Miami for Rolling Loud. First time getting together since graduation and like everybody moved away. And I listened to E.T. while I was playing with my cousin's fence. And they said, don't take advantage of the opportunity, a lifetime of opportunity. And I was like, dang, why did this pop up on my phone and stuff? And I was like, man, I've been asking for this my whole life. Now it's right here in my backyard, right here. And I was about to, I said, for a concert? I'm like, I got 300. I ain't supposed to be out there in the first place. I called Mr. Ulrika right then and there. I said, man, just let me get an opportunity. I don't care what it is. If it's a background role, one line role, whatever, just give me the opportunity. He was just grateful enough to just extend that open invitation to me because he didn't have to do that. Because everything else has already been kind of set for everybody else. And man, look, I was just warm-hearted when I found out. I was like, oh, because
It's not easy work. A lot of people think it's easy.
It's not easy work. It's not.
A lot of
It's
sacrifice.
not easy work. I don't want people to think, oh, they just got picked. Oh, they got lines. They said their lines on camera and that was it. No.
It didn't happen.
No.
That didn't happen.
I want you to know that it takes a lot more than just picking up a piece of paper and reading lines. It really does, and that's what we teach in the class. Is that it's a lot more involved than just getting a script and just reading it. It is. Learning the lines is nothing. And that's the big part. People think that's the big part. Oh, I can't learn all those lines. That's absolutely nothing. Because once you get there, you learn a song all day long. You learn a song every day. Yeah. If you listen to it and start singing it, you got the song, so you can memorize. It's everything else that comes into play: the emotion, the chemistry, the body lead, the body action, how you move, how you block, are you in the way? You know, all of that. Right. You know, and when you were talking earlier about chemistry, I have had to have the same chemistry, right, with this new guy who I don't know who this guy is, and he's playing my husband. So you have to develop that chemistry. Shout out to Nico. You have to develop that chemistry because it's not gonna look right on camera.
You can tell if it's not.
It's sore thumb. Sore thumb. Yeah.
It's a lot of sacrifice. Most people just don't understand because really you ain't say you're inviting somebody else.
You are.
Well, you are, but sometimes you're pulling a side of you that you thought wasn't there no more out. You got to dig deep into like your repertoire and stuff. Like, man, what experience I had was something like this. Like even with my character, I was like, dang. I was like, was I like that? I said, I had something similar. I was like, I had a homeboy that actually was this character, and I started thinking back to the time when I had that incident. I was like, you're trying to, when you pulling for a certain character, you got to really try to find something that connects. Connect you to that. And that part, actually I learned that.
You have to connect to something inner, you know. Doing the funeral scene when we taped, you know, that was a whole different beast for me because I had to go back and channel into a dark area that I wasn't really ready to manifest yet. But once I got through it, I knew that, okay, I could probably go back to that moment again and pull that emotion. I think I was afraid to pull that emotion, you know, just first time. I'm like, okay, I could probably tap back into that. So now it's in my warehouse back there. You know, like if I really need to pull, I could just go back and think about whatever I thought about.
It was kind of a healing moment for me. I was like, it's not
a
as bad
healing
as
moment?
No, because because I see like, especially with my character, like it's something that I had to deal with like personally, like I a therapist and everything, because like there was a lot of trauma over a period of years, and I kind of learned how to unpack that and like move on from that part. So by me being able to tap into that character, see how far I overcame, like what God brought me to and brought me through, and then the people around me is kind of showing me like, man, I ain't go through that for nothing. I went through that to learn something. Like Faith always says, like you're already acting it all the time. You just
we do it all the time.
Pulling from it. So that's why I say it was a healing moment, because I'm like, dang, I'm not that version of me no more. I ain't no offense, Luke is an asshole and a snake and stuff. I'm like, I was never no snake now. Hold up, let me correct that. I wasn't no snake, but I was an asshole. I can admit to that. But just I see myself in a different light. I was looking at my old version of myself like, now I understand. It was pretty. But we gotta talk with Mr. Enrico, man. Like, how was it? You know, y'all relationship with him on set. You know what I'm saying? I know Miss Sophia, you've been there a little longer than everybody else, so your relationship was deeper and everything. But just taking the note from him and taking these key parts of him helping y'all through y'all journey and everything. How was it?
For me, it was really nice because even with Sophia too, because they were my instructors because I took the class. Shout out to the class. So seeing Enrico go to director mode and Sophia go to actress mode, for me was like, oh, okay. She wasn't lying when she said like, I'm Dr. Brooks on set, Enrico is director mode on set. For me, he made me feel really comfortable, especially in some of my scenes that I had to be Yeah.
Or your positive came on
But I
already.
will say in my scene, he did make sure that it was a closed set. It wasn't that many people in there, and I only had to shoot it twice.
Yeah.
So the second time we got it, and he allowed me to add what I wanted to add to it, because some of the scenes weren't originally in the movie. I kind of was like, please, can I do this? And he was like, okay, come on. So that was good. And then with Sophia, I know the first day on set, I was there for 14 hours. And I started getting sleepy.
Wait, what was first said?
That's
funeral scene? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You really she went to sleep, y'all.
I did go to sleep. My character had to go to sleep, but I did go to sleep in real life on set. And I was struggling with one of my lines, and Sophia was like, Monty, just take a beat. And I was like, okay. And I took a beat, and I was able to deliver my lines. So it's in moments like that, I think that we get reminded, like, girl, you got this. And that for me was a moment with Sophia. She turned off my sister and then turned back on instructor.
Like turn on and turn right on.
Yes. I mean, it had been 14 hours. My eyes was going cross.
Yeah.
My stomach was talking to me. Trust me, I was saying. I was like,
so
hey, the chick right in front of you. Couldn't touch it. I was like,
Right. I think everybody kind of gleaned over that food that was at the house.
look, it was a
After the
mistake.
funeral scene, it was like, hey, are those grapes available?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, and we was in a little cubby hole. The dude kept walking past us with them grapes and cheese. I was just looking like, man, just one. They ain't gonna notice the one.
I honestly didn't know they wanted. We couldn't eat them, and I was
Right.
like,
I thought we
gotta
were really
snack it
gonna
up.
eat that food.
Look, I was the first one
and
there.
Pearl was like, no. I was like, oh my bad, I said, well, I figured. I mean, I got go. No big deal. But
I should have went and grabbed one, but they were looking at me too hard. I was like,
Right. Eventually, we were able to.
oh yeah.
yeah.
Well, on to the next.
Yeah.
So, like my relationship with Elrica, like she said earlier, I know there's lines,
Yeah.
and the lines don't really blur.
Yeah.
And I think that sometimes people have, you have a friendship or a brother or sisterhood or whatever you have with someone, and they're over you and a director, you have to be submissive to that.
Yeah.
You can't be that same friend or whatever it is. So when I'm in actress mode, I'm always gleaning. I'm always learning. There's nothing I don't think I need to learn.
Mm-hmm.
And I always keep that mindset no matter where I'm at. I'm never, ever at capacity at learning. Never. So even when I'm on set and I'm in actress mode, I'm paying attention to what he's doing. I'm looking at the PAs. I'm paying attention because at some point, if I'm granted, I want to be able to direct something. And I want to be able to say that I gleaned that from him. So I always stay in my lane, I guess I should say. When I'm in the classroom, that's a totally different thing. That's my lane. That's my classroom. We work together side by side. And then we have our personal relationship, with him, his wife, my husband, that's sister, that's brother. That's something totally different. So these lines don't cross over here. These lines stay totally separate. And I know how and when. I'm never familiar with him on set. And I tell anybody, never get familiar with him on set because you never know what you're going to run into. You don't want to get your feelings hurt. Yeah. You think you're friends or whatever, when it comes to a classroom, and he talks to you and things go great. And then when you get on set and he switches to director mode and he's not talking to you, now you think you've done something wrong. That's when you have to not impersonalize it and just say, where am I?
Yeah.
And what lane do I need to be in right now? The lane I need to be in is actress. And I'm listening and learning from you. So we have that different, distinction. We may get mad at each other over here, but it doesn't cross this. We may get mad at each other over here, but it doesn't cross this. The lines stay very clear with our relationship.
Hey, y'all need to apply this to y'all real life stuff. I was just thinking that because
that relationship pattern doesn't happen with everybody.
I understand.
It just doesn't. I'm not the warm and fuzzy. I don't let everybody in, and that's just how it is. And
I've been
I
trying
just
to get
don't.
in for the longest. I'm like, if it's Sophia,
I just,
she pump the brakes. You're not a part of this.
and here's
story.
no, it's not
Oh,
that.
no,
It's not that. It's just when you've been through what I've been through in life, and not things recently, but just different random people coming in and saying they're this to your friend, and then each person that has come in has somehow betrayed you in some way or stabbed you in some way. You become very guarded of your space, and only people that you know you can trust come at a certain distance. It's just the way it is with me.
I like that therapy too. I like that therapy.
I have a life coach. I have a therapist.
I got them all.
And I just don't let you in because I need to know that you're genuine. I need to know you're genuine because when I love hard. And if I love you and I respect you and you turn your back on me,
The Undertaker. Phone car driver. She coming with you.
I'm pretty much done at that point, you know. But yeah, I'm glad that me and him have that relationship that no matter what, we know the lines are just not gonna be blurred, and it is what it is.
I just learned something today, y'all. Look at God.
What?
He was talking through you to me. Like, I needed that.
Just need to be. I mean, it's not great to be so guarded. I'm not saying that's not healthy, but for me in my lifespan. It's healthy. It's healthy.
Amen.
Back up.
And the last of the Brooks. She wasn't born Brooks. She was married Brooks.
Yeah, married in.
Married in.
Sorry.
Hey, she in the club though. She in the club still.
She's our sister.
Right.
I
love
She's
her.
our sister.
That's my sister-in-law. Hey.
I'm gonna have to gain the respect, but it'll happen. But my experience with Ulrico on set, I was able to walk away with a lot of respect for him. And it's my first time working with Ulrico. We kind of reminisced on this particular thing a little while ago, but we're going through the same audition, or it was something with Blab TV. And at that time, I didn't know his background. I didn't know he had been to LA and had gone through acting school, and I didn't even know his vision at the time. I just knew he and I both were kind of going down the same path of entertainment and trying to figure it out. So in that capacity, I saw him, and then to see him in this capacity, I honestly, I was just full of respect for him because, he took us a leap. And I've seen him from those many years ago to now and the growth. So, I mean, you can't do anything but respect that because a lot of people have things that they aspire to do but never do it. And you hear what they say about the graveyard, right? So the fact that he's taken those gifts and those dreams of his and he is bringing them out and he's stepping out on faith and he's doing it. I walked away with a lot of respect. I did.
Yeah, because funny about it, I remember you used to watch on Facebook. I used to always see the manager of your posts all the time. And I always just like, dang, is this legit? Until like, it's funny how God kind of move around and everything. I was seeing a dude trying to do something in this city, and the old school mindset most people have like, oh bro, nah, man, you scamming, man. What's up? I don't know,
but yet would give someone $500 to give me $1,000 in 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, that part. No, and look. When I met him, I used to always see him in the gym, never talk to him. I was like, man, he looked like the guy. But I don't know. Then came out here to one of my friends. They had a little mental health thing out here in YT. Was at the event and kind of guided me to that. Because then he's like, yeah, my brother do this, the manager, I said, man, I be hearing about it. What's up with it? I had a little discouraged instead of taking the leap of faith and everything. I was like, I ain't gonna lie, probably if he was white, I'd probably say, oh yeah, he probably legit. Most people, that's how people look at
I watched him for a year before I acted.
I
mean, he knows that. I watched you for a year because stability was important to me. I didn't want you to just be here for a couple of months and then roll off. So I watched it for a year and I saw the progression. So I was like, okay.
I watched it for like 40 years.
See, I just fell in it. I saw the casting call audition on a Thursday, and it was that Saturday, and I had to work, and I pretty much told my boss, I was like, I'm not gonna be here Saturday.
I'm sick.
Right.
I told him I was like, I'm going to an audition.
I have an audition.
I knew it was. I had been praying because I was like, I'm gonna have to go to Atlanta. And I was like, I don't know anybody that knows Tyler Perry, but that was the only person I could think of. I was like, he gives, actors opportunities. And I was like, I could take a mean picture. Like,
what you need to do? I can stand right in the corner.
And I went to the audition. I was the first person there. I got there at 8 o'clock in the morning. And they were still doing Zoom auditions.
Ooh.
And Sophia was the first person I saw. She came through the hallway. And I was like, who is this beautiful black woman?
Oh, wow.
I did. She had on a brown shirt. Yeah, I remember exactly what she had on. She had long hair. And it was like honey blonde or something, honey brown. She was like, you guys ready? Thumbs up. You guys, I was like, she's amazing. I was like, she's so amazing. And I walked in the audition room. Never again will I audition first.
Oh.
Ever in my life. I was shaking. Sophia smiled at me, and I was like, well, at least I got her. Because it was just her and Nurse Pearl in there, who I eventually found out was Nurse Pearl. They were the only women in there, so I was like, if I just get the women on my side.
That doesn't mean anything either, though. That means nothing. That means nothing.
Hey, literally it fell out the sky. Saw it on Facebook.
See.
A lot of people, that happened for a lot of people. Though, I was like, how'd you hear about this? Oh, my friend told me, like you didn't know about manager year at all.
No.
Like you never heard of it. Oh, I heard about it, but I
Yeah.
heard about it, but I didn't really,
Yeah.
So what amazes me now is what I heard about is now.
Oh, I can see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now
Have you seen the transition? Oh, I heard about it.
Yeah,
Now
it's
it's
been a major
all
transition.
you.
Yeah.
That was
So
amazing.
what's next after that? Everything has a level. I said that earlier. Everything has a level.
Yeah.
So before it's, oh, I heard about it. Now it's,
Yeah.
Yep.
Cause like with me, I was in actors den at first, and after I had my little thing I went through in 2019, trying to go back to her, it was like she's like, nah, I can't take it back right now. I gotta wait for the stuff to blow over all this other stuff. And I was distraught. I was like, I went through the deepest depression. I was like, man, this is really. I gave up everything else I was doing to focus on this, and then got hit with a curveball, and then now I can't do it anymore. Then when I ran into YT and he showed me, man, legit, it was a 1-day class. They had food and everything too, y'all. They had food decked out. It was downtown right there by Five Sister and Blue Dots, the old building. Went in there, I was like, man, I just gotta make sure I deliver. I'm like, apply everything I already know, and still what they teaching me, and let's get it. Man, it was just like eye-opening because the styles were different, but I was like, man, there's no way to do anything.
I'm not a fan of 1-day classes, but it did render slowly.
Yeah.
I mean, that's exactly why I'm not the visionary. Because I would never have a 1-day class because I know what goes into the instructor part of it and the learning part of it.
They crammed it down our throats.
And it was a lot. That's a lot to learn,
but I feel like by me already being doing stuff with acting and everything, I was like, all right, I can. Some of the stuff was familiar, some stuff was new. And I can't not forget my last little thing when we did a monologue. I messed up on the last 4 words, and I was just like, I was distraught. I said, man, you know what, this probably ain't gonna be going.
It's probably because I said you gotta learn all your words.
No, and look.
And it kills people when I say, what do you mean learn all my words? I'm like, you don't learn half a script, I don't understand.
No, and I had it all the way down to the last 3 lines, and I fumbled 1 word, and then I let that 1 word fumbled up the whole thing, and then I got out of character.
Yep.
And then after we left that class and everything, like I just turned away and said, hey, you come to graduation? I was like, oh, I graduated? Oh, still showed the graduation, and it was just like, I was like, okay, I can see it's legit. From seeing from the outside looking in, you can't really see that, but from the inside, you was like, they got some stuff moving.
Yeah.
I don't know the direction it's going, because, like I said, I'm not the visionary. But I was like,
it's not for me to understand the vision. God didn't give me the vision.
He gave him,
He gave him the vision.
Yeah.
Now it's up to me to either support him in the vision or not.
Yeah. And it was so great because, like, the one place I always run to Mr. Rico at is outside of there or anywhere we meet is the gym. And me would just have a conversation because I kind of have some of those same aspirations. And like the words on curtain, like I let him read a couple of the things I wrote. He's like, okay, boom, boom, and just be able to learn from him. He's like, hey, try this, do that. He's like, hey, this ain't that bad. I was like, oh, kind of give me like, oh, well, I was almost gave up on. It's a good thing I needed to hold on to. And hey, don't be scared to take a leap of faith and just try something new.
Yeah.
Just jump.
Yeah.
If it don't work out, that's just God's way of telling you try it another way.
Yeah. Because
Right.
if it would work the way I thought it would, I would have been on MTV Are You the One in 2019. But look at God, he gave me what I asked for, but he didn't give it to me right when I thought I was gonna get it.
Right. And he's not going to.
Yeah, it was his time.
Yeah.
Right.
And like, look.
That's a word.
And like I say, his time is sometimes, you know, we say, you know, his time sometimes we like, man, for real, I gotta wait that long.
What? I couldn't connect the dots looking forward, but looking back,
Yeah.
I see that everything prepared me mentally, because I wasn't there yet. Spiritually, definitely wasn't there yet. I had fallen away from all that. So now I'm like, spiritually, physically, mentally, I'm level.
Everything was there.
I'm
So now you're in your pending stage.
I'm in pending.
So my pastor preached today. He
Yeah.
said, "What you gonna do while you're waiting on the elevator to open?"
Oh, I'm
After you done did everything you're supposed to do, and you just sitting there waiting.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna sit here and wait for this elevator door to come. Because typically when we walk away from an elevator and try to get another one, guess what happens?
Ding.
Down.
It
Open.
opens.
Opens up.
And
So I'm
let-
just gonna sit right here.
And you gotta let it manifest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've been telling people like a lot of people family wise musically tell me, oh, Dreamer, you got to check for all this stuff you done yet, this and that. I said, it's pending, it's manifesting.
Right.
But when it happens,
Let it.
I'm gonna tell you, hey, we're going to dinner.
No, not even that.
Right.
When
Right.
it happened, I know how many cousins I have.
Oh,
And I know how many of y'all that are my cousins that didn't call, so how many I can X y'all at. So I'm stacking all y'all up.
oh yeah. And that's just the great thing about this journey. You're like, when it happens, it's like Dietrich Haddon said, job well, the song, well done. It's like, I can come over.
Well, I don't want to hear him say well done just yet. But,
Well, I ain't saying well done yet, but like,
but at some point, I do want to hear him say well done. Maybe 40 years from now.
Right.
Go. Well, just to hear it, but not right now. I want to hear it right now.
not like saying well done, but you know, like,
Yeah.
I found like, as many times people's dreams been right in their face and they feel like the door got shut in front of them. Like, it's that much more real right now because we're in countdown mode, really.
Yeah.
Couple days is not a dream no more, it's really reality. And at that point, it's like this year I've been proving myself wrong about a lot of things. I graduated, I ain't never thought I was gonna do it. I came back from the military and boom, it took me about 10 years to graduate.
But you did.
But I did it. And
You did.
I
It's my
said,
story too.
Exactly right. And
I'm
it's
still
just,
not on graduation though, so.
and it felt so good. I was like,
Yeah.
I didn't believe I could do it. When I finally got to the point that, oh, you're done, I was like, I told my grandma, she's like, you actually finished? I thought you wasn't gonna make it either. I was like, me either. I proved myself wrong.
Right.
So I said, man, if I can prove myself wrong about this, that means everything else I said I couldn't do no more, probably could do it.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
probably can.
And,
Of course.
I'm a big component of leaping.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a risk taker. I've always been I'm the risk taker in my family. My mom was alive. She didn't understand why I did some of the stuff I did. But, you know, again, the vision wasn't hers. It was mine. It was given to me. So when I left my job to play around in the field for a year, no one understood that.
Right.
Are you crazy? You're going to leave your job at Navy Federal Credit Union?
Yeah.
That great job to go and be background? Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah.
One of my mentors told
Why
me
not?
this when I was
Right.
Right.
My mentor told me this when I was in California. I was doing network marketing at the time. He told me what jobs stand for, and I always held on to that. He said most times people say jobs, like when they go in, clock in, clock out. Sometimes it's like the journey of the broken.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
And I was like, they dreams already been shattered. They don't know how to piece it back together. Someone told them no, and they understand
So
that
they
no
go
is
work
one
somebody
step.
else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that no is one step closer to that yes. And like that, they used to always. This will be me, you right here though. Dang it.
I'm telling you, when I figured out, I was like, you know what, this is just not going to work for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
There is something bigger out there, and because I am the risk taker,
Yeah.
I'll show y'all something.
Yeah, I thought I was.
But it wasn't for them though. It was really for me.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And people just took notice. Like, what are you doing? I can't believe you. I looked at the person today in their face at my church who said, I wouldn't have left my job for that. I wouldn't have left my job for that. Manager here. For that. Now look at me.
Hey.
Yeah.
2 songs on the Billboard, another song coming out, a movie, you know what I'm saying? If I had listened to you,
I would have still.
I would have still been sitting somewhere with you, watching a movie, watching other people. So, you know what I'm saying?
Careful who you get your
Yeah.
counsel from.
Yeah.
Shout out to my little sister though. Cause she the one that actually made me take that. Cause I was actually about to back out that one day class too. She's like, nah. She told me to get my.
Yeah, just get up
She
there
told me
and
to
do
get
it.
my ass up and go to this dang class. You've been talking about it. Stop talking about it. Stop whining about this. You can't go back to this old acting class. And probably maybe you need to go to a new one. So my little sister that's in Temple right now. You want me to say?
Well, shout out to her.
Right.
Shout out, Ray.
And even to add to what you said, a lot of times you can't look at other people's experiences because even at the second audition at the callback, I remember Favor coming out saying, at the first audition you should have been nervous, but we called you back this time, so y'all shouldn't be coming in here nervous. Because I know for me, I was sitting around people.
Oh, I remember you was nervous.
I was very nervous because I was sitting around people and they were all started pulling out like the stuff that they did and the sets they've been on, and I'm like,
I ain't getting that.
I ain't got nothing to pull out. They singing, they showing, commercials that they've been on, and I'm just like, gosh. And I was about to run out the door then. And I was like, Monica, you got this. Take a deep breath, go in there, kill the audition. And I killed the audition, and I'm one of the only people that got a lead role. Because all the lead roles were,
That's just
mainly,
a testament.
they were mainly taken. They were already filled.
That's a testament that God can take a little and do it.
Well, I will.
Yep.
Look at God. God did.
All he needed was a little bit of
That's
oil
it.
out of her box.
That's it.
All he needed. That's all he needed.
Imagine you would actually.
I know.
All you needed
I
was
was
a
about to
rod
go.
to part that seed.
So I was like, I have nothing to show.
No, I remember they was all sitting around there
They were.
in the little thing. I remember when I first walked in, I was looking at everybody. I was like, okay, I know couple of these people. I'm like, oh, I ain't never seen them before. But they was all in like a little huddle, and it was just like every time I did, I was like, man, let me get away from all this. Signed in. I went upstairs, got away from people.
Yeah.
Just trying to re-go over my stuff. Cause one thing I learned from Miss Sophia in Favor and Enrico in class, man, you gotta be locked in.
Yes.
When you come in there, you're not who you were. You're not you. You're that character. So when I come in there, I was all this for Willow. I said, "Oh, muscular king." Yeah, I'm Willow. I was up there doing push-ups. I was trying to make sure got a little extra pump in.
Yeah.
I was like,
You gotta sell out. At that
Yeah.
moment, you gotta sell out because if that's what you want, you gotta show people that's what you want.
I know, and May, so I was close to doing the same thing you did because the dude that went in before me, because you can hear through the walls and stuff.
Yeah.
I heard him celebrate, oh yeah, you got the role, and he was like, he going, I was like, well, shit, what am I doing then? I'm like, you told me to come read Willow, and you just, so I was like,
Yeah.
But see, that's how quick an innovator's mind can go, because they can see you for one thing and imagine you and put you somewhere else just that fast, and you don't have to know the transition that took place. Just know that if he's told you,
so
then
what?
you straight.
Yeah.
Right.
But it could have been just he saw potential somebody else.
Yeah.
It happens.
That's true.
It happens.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody else could have came in there and grabbed Dr. Sophia Brooks, but I mean, I doubt it. I mean, because
that's you.
it's me.
Right.
Yeah.
It's me kicked on 10.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I had asked Mr. Rico, like when we was in the gym, like one day after like the casting call and everything, I was like, dang. He's like, I was like, dang, how I get looped and everything. I was like, thankful for the opportunity and everything. I was like, boom, he's like, from when I first met you, when you first came in, like the first time I said, man, he's like, you looped. I was like, so you knew this whole time? He's like, I just want to see if you're going to take the opportunity. And I was like, dang.
He has that now.
And I was like, I was like, man. I said, at that point, I was like, this man really helped me achieve something I thought was never achievable in my life.
Yeah.
Because I was over that part. I was like, man, I'm just going to make money, taking my kids, going about my business. He made a dreamer dream again. Yeah.
Love it.
I'm thankful for it.
Yep.
Right.
Thankful for it. Oh, but I forgot. November 5th, November 6th. Make sure y'all.
Yes.
Wait, where at, Miss Sophia?
November 5th, we're at the Gene Amos building on PJC campus.
Facts.
The VIP tickets are sold out. The $100 tickets that is sold out. I believe we still have the $50 and the $75 tickets, as well as general admission tickets are still available. And of course, November 6th, we're at the Wahoo Stadium between 4 and 9. I think the movie promptly starts at 6. $10 tickets. I believe the kids are free under 12.
Yep.
So Eventbrite has all of those tickets. So if you have not gotten any ticket yet, you may want to go ahead and get on it. I know Pensacola, we are quick to wait to the last minute
and it be sold
but
out.
you don't want to wait to the last minute on this. Go ahead and secure your ticket now. Don't wait. We're less than a month out. Get your tickets now.
Facts. And also, before I always close out my episodes, it's like I let my guests come in and give them a word of encouragement, some motivation, some advice. Pull from your past life to encourage somebody else that, on their last leg right now. So it doesn't matter which way y'all go first, from the baby to the oldest to the sister-in-law to the oldest to the baby. Okay. It doesn't,
I'll close you. Go ahead.
So they get the order right. So
you have to get the lesson.
Mine is simple. I always tell people, whatever it is you want to do and you're scared, do it in the fear. Act in the fear. Don't let fear overtake you. Step out and do it scared. Period.
Amen.
I will say, live life to the fullest. Every day is not promised, and nobody knows when we're checking out of here, but we all checking out. So, do what you can to make your life great and to make those around you better. That's my face.
All right, so they're going to let me close it out. Romans 8:28. All things work together for the good of those that are called according to his purpose. If God calls you to it, believe me, he will help you through it. You have to stay steadfast in your faith. Listen to only the people around you that you need to listen to. In some cases, the people you need to listen to is just God. You need to block out your friends, associates, and just take and convene and build a relationship with God, and he'll help you through whatever it is. All things work together. That means the good and the bad. So you're going to go through some bad things. You're going to go through some good things. You're going to be going on good, and all of a sudden you're going to have a disruptment. Just like, God asked, told him to sacrifice your child on the altar. If things was going good for him until up in that point. And so you have to go, and he went with it no matter what. He went with it. So you have to go with what God has sent you forth to do. If he called you to it, he will help you get through it. And everything's not going to be good. Everything's not going to be good. There's going to be some bad stuff in there.
That's life.
But you got to persevere through the bad to get back to the other side. Got to. Don't take your eyes off the prize.
Ooh, Lord Jesus. Hey,
Keep going.
we had church in here. Church. Lord.
That's what I say to myself every day. You gotta keep going, you gotta keep going. This life is not easy,
but it's worth it.
Gotta keep pushing.
Yes, man, I want to thank these three queens for coming on. Make sure you look out for them, the Brooks sisters, y'all. They all Brooks sisters. They last name Brooks. They Brooks sisters, man.
That's it.
Hey, three dangerous women.
Very dangerous.
And
we'll see how dangerous
Got
this
those
one
women
gets.
keys over here.
Hey, stay tuned, because look, the movie may drop November 5th, November 6th, but the series right around the corner too.
You better know.
So, hey, Sacred ain't going nowhere no time soon.
Don't sleep on it.
So don't sleep on it.
Yeah.
That's the part they gonna get me. Okay, they got a little moving. Nah.
Hey,
Nah.
Don't do that.
Don't do
hey,
that.
nothing comes to a fool,
'Cause
sleep but dream.
Like
man.
she said, it
Yeah.
went
Wake
from
up.
one thing to now anticipation.
Yes.
So
Hey,
yeah.
I'm laughing at all my haters. Y'all gotta watch me. y'all would be sick.
I don't even think I have any. I don't even have any haters. Y'all just enjoy. Y'all just enjoy. Just enjoy. I don't have any haters. Because I'm not all that. I don't have no haters, but y'all just enjoy. Whoever you are out there.
And all my
There you
exes
go.
about to be sick.
No.
Yeah.
Y'all heard.
I mean, it's just a
Hey, all y'all gotta say is,
facts.
hey,
Period.
Luke may find his way in the Brooks family one day. Never know.
Hey,
I'm
don't
just not sure how you gonna
get
get there.
Hey.
Don't DM her now.
Nah, I ain't gonna.
How you
Hey,
gonna get in there?
I'm either taking one out of the Brooks family, or
gonna fight.
We're gonna be in the strip club throwing one. Luke gonna be like, come deal with a baller, and then yeah. But anyway, like I said before, I always close out these episodes. Dream big dreams, because small dreams have a little magic. And how big would you dream? You know you couldn't fail. And remember this: y'all do y'all best, and let God take care of the rest. Man, November 5th and November 6th. Make sure I see y'all there. Thank y'all again for coming on. Thank y'all again for watching. Peace, love, happiness. We out.
I know that I'm different, self-motivated, self-disciplined, yeah. I learned from my experience. I just want someone to take me serious. Real questions that I ask. How long will this solo trip last? I'm content with being alone in the past, but it's changing and it's something I can't grasp. Turn off my phone, I'm in my zone, so now I'm acting different. I'm to myself, I'm in my head, mapping out this life I'm living. Shadow work on myself, I done already seen hell. Can't fit in, so I rebel, but I don't miss a beat.